Okay, we've gone through all 3 gears of breathing. Inhale, exhale through the nose. That's gear 1. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Gear 2. And progressively, when you need to go to gear 3, that's in and out through the mouth. We all know that breathing technique. So the idea is to work through the gears. Stay in first gear as long as you can, then to second, then to third. And here's why. When you're inhaling through your nose, you are still signaling your body, your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your sleep and digest and relax part of the nervous system. When you breathe through your nose, you keep that part of the nervous system activated. When you start to breathe through your mouth, in and out the mouth, you activate the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response. Whether you're running from a bear, crossing a finish line, we all know we can't maintain that for very long. So only go into 3rd gear when you need it so that you can keep the nervous system relaxed. And when you go, the reason why for that even is when we go into our fight or flight sympathetic nervous system, we actually start burning fuel differently and releasing things that are sort of toxins for our ultra endurance endeavors. So there you have it. 3 gears of breathing. 1, 2, 3. Look, I know that inhaling through your nose in aerobic activity is hard. I know that. So you might think, why breathe through my nose? I can't get enough air. Another big reason we breathe through the nose is that those smaller spaces for the air to travel through your nose require you to use your whole body to inhale, your intercostals, your diaphragm, your shoulders, and to really fill your lungs all the way down to the bottom. So that increased pressure actually makes you breathe in more deeply and use all your inhalation muscles. And then breathing out forcefully also contracts that diaphragm and pushes the air back out. So that's another reason to breathe through your nose. I know it's hard, but just start with, a few breaths at a time, and then try to do 5, then try to do 6. Maybe go from gear 1 to gear 2 to gear 3 and downshift again, and it just takes practice. Okay, now let's talk about the exhale. Exhaling through the nose or the mouth. The goal is when you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose, on the exhale, that restriction from the size of your nostrils actually creates pressure. And that pressure inside your chest cavity helps the exchange of gases across that membrane. So pressure in the cavity, in the chest cavity, in the lungs, allows an easier gas exchange. So your nose creates the pressure because of the size. If you're inhaling through the nose, breathing out the mouth, exhaling out the mouth, as in gear 2 breathing, remember, it's smell the roses, blow out the candles, or fragrant flame, as I like to call it. But the reason you exhale through pursed lips, or you'll see a lot of people do that, is to, again, create that pressure inside your lungs and your chest cavity that allow for that better gas exchange. So you could still breathe through your nose and out through your mouth, but creating that pressure by blowing out the candles or hissing, create the positive pressure within your lungs, allows for better gas exchange, and leaves that oxygen-rich air in the lungs a little bit longer to allow for even more gas exchange. So let's go through all 3 gears now. Gear 1, inhale and exhale through the nose. And you should be making noise. You feel like a horse sometimes. It's okay if you blow some snot on the ground. If you can hear yourself, you're doing it right. Gear 2 breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Smell the roses, blow out the candles. Again, you should hear yourself. Your neighbors should hear you. You're making that kind of noise, you're doing it right. And then when all else fails, gear 3 breathing, where it's your fight or flight mode and you're just breathing in and out, inhaling, exhaling through the mouth. That doesn't last very long, and you're going to want to downshift to gear 2, then back to gear 1 when you can. So that's your endurance breathing lesson from me. 3 gears, and you need to practice them all. Be good.